So welcome to another video. For this video, just documenting myself. So I decided to make an experiment. So for this day, I will not be using my phone, like scrolling on the internet. So I'm just gonna use it to film this YouTube video. So the title of this video is gonna be not using my phone until I work, or disconnecting from the internet for blank hours. Later I'm gonna count it. So the time now is 11:06 a.m. and so for this day, I'm just going to film and do stuff without actually being trapped scrolling in my phone, and I'll see how much I can do. So later, before I work, like 8:30 p.m, that's gonna be the time where I'm gonna connect to the internet again. So enjoy this video. I'm going to sleep again for like 1 hour maybe. So awkward to talk in this camera. Catch you later. So now guys, I'm going to sleep again because I usually wake up 12 in the afternoon. So guys, in this video I tried to sleep, but I couldn't sleep again. Maybe because I was vlogging. So I tried my best to sleep again, but I can't. So I just decided to fix my bed. And then I also fixed my bed and my stuff, because it was just all over the place. There. Get this one, guys. Ordered it from TikTok or Shopee. So this light is like only 56 pesos. See, it's so nice. And you can stick it to wall, like so I'm gonna put it in my cabinet. So this has sticker here. So I need to get it. And then just put it like here. So first it looks like that without light, and then just turn it on. See, it's so nice. You change the color, so you can see my stuff, Light. And oh my gosh, I think the sticker. Oh, there it came off. So I have to put it there. Oh, it's magnetic. It's magnetic, guys. Better. So light. Yeah, so cute. Yeah, I'll link this down below. Okay, see, with light. So nice with light. Yeah. Rainy day. Where's my microphone? Is it here? Yeah, it's here. So right now guys, I'm already done having lunch with my dad, but you know, these times I usually use my phone and scroll. So now I don't know what to do. I'm just filming this video, so I'm just gonna go outside. Mic here. I have this Rubik's Cube, so I'll just think of what I'll do and then yeah. Blinking. Maybe I need to read a book. Oh yeah, you can work out, also study. Yeah. It's like my outfit. Okay, so kung ko. Toilet. Grab my book. So I'm done using the toilet, guys, and then I read a book, The Loss of Human Nature. Then I'm already in page 51. I read something nice there, so later I'm gonna share it to you, but first I need to fix my hair. Yeah. Yeah, let's use this. And then try to turn on. But I want to make coffee, so yeah, let's make some coffee. And also I need to make my drink. Yeah. Okay, let's go. Now guys, I wonder what's going on in my messages, in my messenger, my WhatsApp, my Instagram. I don't know who messaged me. Sorry guys, I'm doing this video, so this video is an experiment to measure productivity. Yeah, measure my productivity when I'm not using my phone, so yeah. So I'm gonna make coffee now. Let's go. Mm. My dad is cleaning the pathway. Oh, it's so noisy, guys, because the compressor is on. So, need to turn on noise reduction and read the book. So, yeah, hello, this is my voice. Check. Maybe I'm gonna transfer to a more nice location. Yeah. I'm gonna drink coffee first, guys, because yeah, I don't wanna drink cold coffee. No, drink it while it's brewed. And that's so nice. So nice. So nice. Like I turn off my mic. So now, guys, I'm looking for spider plant. It's like the best air filter. And maybe we have it here. Maybe I'm gonna ask my mom. Yeah, I need to brush my teeth, guys. Welcome to my office. Now, guys, I have to put on lip gloss a little bit. Guys, yeah. Oh, I remember that my phone is low bad, guys, so I have to charge it. So yeah, I'm gonna charge it now. So hi guys, I'm now back. I just charged my phone for like 5 minutes, and now I'm back. So it's so hard to vlog using this phone because I keep looking at the screen. So like I'll look at the lens right now. There, it's so awkward. Like yeah. So anyway, I'm just gonna be reading what I read in the toilet. So I'm gonna share it to you because Robert Greene is so nice. I mean, he's really great writer, and like he describes people so like savagely, like yeah, without reservation, and it's really great. Sometimes I think it's too intense, you know. So yeah, I'm already in page 51, but yeah, I've read until page 56 actually. Yeah, and then you read to page 51. So it says here, love the rational. It is important to not see the path to rationality as something painful and ascetic. In fact, it brings powers that are immensely satisfying and pleasurable, much deeper than the more manic pleasures the world tends to offer us. You have felt this in your own life when absorbed in a project, time flowing by, and experiencing occasional bursts of excitement as you make discoveries or progress in your work. There are other pleasures as well. Being able to tame the emotional self leads to an overall calmness and clarity. In this state of mind, you are less consumed by petty conflicts and considerations. Your actions are more effective, which leads to less turmoil. You have the immense satisfaction of mastering yourself in a deep way. You have more mental space to be creative, you feel more in control. Yeah. Knowing all of this, it will become easier to motivate yourself to develop this power. In this sense, you are following the path of Pericles himself. He envisioned the goddess Athena embodying all of the practical powers of rationality. He worshipped and loved this goddess above all others. We may no longer venerate the goddess as a deity, but we can appreciate on a deep level all of those who promote rationality in our own world. And we can seek to internalize their power as much as we can. So it's also written here, trust your feelings, but feelings are nothing final or original. Behind feelings, there stand judgments and evaluations which we inherit in the form of inclinations, aversions. The inspiration born of a feeling is the grandchild of judgment, and often of a false judgment, and in any event not a child of your own. To trust one's feelings means to give more obedience to one's grandfather and grandmother and their grandparents than to the gods which are in us, our reason and our experience. Friedrich Nietzsche. It's so nice, guys. So, yeah, what I learned here is that sometimes we see rationality as like being hard or being so strict, but what Robert Greene means here is that we should see rationality as something beautiful, satisfying, pleasurable, because rationality is like a guide for us, like how we will act. Yeah, because humans are naturally emotional, and we need to learn how to tame our emotional self. Like, we need to learn how to control our emotions, and rationality is really not bad. Actually, it's very good. Like, it's the key to how we should act, Yeah, I like it. So the next chapter here is here. Yeah. Transform self-love into empathy, the law of narcissism. So I'm gonna read it later because I need to review the video. Oh, it's now 6 minutes. So here, guys, I'm gonna share to you actually what is chapter 1. Chapter 1 is Master Your Emotional Self, the Law of Irrationality. So what I read to you was the last part of chapter 1. So now you're already in chapter 2. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, I showed you earlier. So chapter 2 is transform self-love into empathy. Okay, so my light here just died. Like, it's not on. Okay, so I'm gonna read it now. So, chapter 2, transform self-love into empathy, the law of narcissism. We all naturally possess the most remarkable tool for connecting to people and attaining social power: empathy. When cultivated and properly used, it can allow us to see into the moods and minds of others, giving us the power to anticipate people's actions and gently lower their resistance. Robert Greene is really like the author of seduction. He wrote about. He also wrote a book about seduction. So yeah, I think I'm also gonna buy that one, but I have to finish this first. Still in chapter 2. Okay, so where was I? Yeah, we're here. This instrument, empathy. This instrument, however, is blunted by our habitual self-absorption. We are all narcissists, some deeper on the spectrum than others. Our mission in life is to come to terms with this self-love and learn how to turn our sensitivity outward toward others and instead of inward. I'm going to read it again. We are all narcissists, some deeper on the spectrum than others. Our mission in life is to come to terms with this self-love and learn how to turn our sensitivity outward toward others instead of inward. Yeah. OMG. So, we must recognize at the same time the toxic narcissist among us before getting enmeshed in their dramas and poisoned by their envy. See, Robert Greene, so the narcissistic spectrum. From the moment we are born, we humans feel a never-ending need for attention. We are social animals to the core. Our survival and happiness depend on the bonds we form with others. If people do not pay attention to us, we cannot connect to them on any level. Some of this is purely physical. No, but I guess I need to charge my phone again. Okay, some of this is purely physical. We must have people looking at us to feel alive. Really? Okay. As those who have gone through long periods of isolation can attest, without eye contact, we begin to doubt our existence and descend into a deep depression. Okay, but this need is also deeply psychological. Through the quality of attention we receive from others, we feel recognized and appreciated for who we are. Yeah, I think it's also true. Our sense of self-worth depends on this because this is so important to the human animal. People will do almost anything to get attention, including committing a crime or attempting suicide. Look behind almost any action, and you will see this need as a primary motivation. In trying to satisfy our hunger for attention, however, we face an inevitable problem. There is only so much of it to go around. In the family, we have to compete with our siblings, at school, with classmates, at work, with colleagues. The moments in which we feel recognized and appreciated are fleeting. People can largely be indifferent to our fate as they must deal with their own problems. There are even some who are downright hostile and disrespectful to us. How do we handle those moments when we feel psychologically alone or even abandoned? We can double our efforts to get attention and notice, but this can exhaust our energy and it can often have the opposite effect. People who try too hard seem desperate and repulse the attention they want. We simply cannot rely on others to give us constant validation, and yet we crave it. It's really written here, guys. I'm not making this up. Okay, it's written here. So I'm gonna continue later because I need to charge my phone and pee. So bye, catch you later. So hi guys, I'm back now. I'm gonna continue reading chapter 2. So just transferring it in my bed because it's more comfortable, you know. So I'm gonna start reading. Okay, so we left off from, okay, I'm gonna read the last sentence I read. It says here, we simply cannot rely on others to give us constant validation, and yet we crave it. So I don't have a mic now, guys, because I'm charging my phone here. So just continue. Facing this dilemma from early childhood on, most of us come up with a solution that works quite well. We create an image of ourselves that comforts us and makes us feel validated from within. This self is composed of our tastes, our opinions, how we look at the world, what we value. In building this self-image, we tend to accentuate our positive qualities and explain away our flaws. Oh yeah, that's true. We cannot go too far in this, for if our self-image is too divorced from reality, other people will make us aware of the discrepancy and we will doubt ourselves. But if it is done properly, in the end, we have a self that we can love and cherish. Our energy turns inward. We become the center of our attention when we experience those inevitable moments when we are alone or not feeling appreciated. We can retreat to this self and soothe ourselves. Yes, like running to yourself. If we have moments of doubt and depression, our self-love raises us up. Our self-love raises us up, makes us feel worthy and even superior to others. This self-image operates as a thermostat. Thermostat. Yeah, it's like a thing where it regulates your temperature. Yeah, thermostat. Helping us to regulate our doubts and insecurities. We are no longer completely dependent on others for attention and recognition. We have self-esteem. This idea might seem strange. We generally take this self-image completely for granted, like the air we breathe. It operates on a largely unconscious basis. We don't feel or see the thermostat as it operates. The best way to literally visualize this dynamic is to look at those who... So now guys, let's continue. Okay, so we left off here. The best way to literally visualize this dynamic is to look at those who lack a coherent sense of self. People we shall call deep narcissist. Deep narcissist. So they're a narcissist and there's also deep narcissist. Okay, so let's continue. Okay, in constructing a self that we can hold on to and love, the key moment in its development occurs between the ages of 2 and 5 years old. As we slowly separate from our mother, We face a world in which we cannot get instant gratification. We also become aware that we are alone and yet dependent on our parents for survival. Our answer is to identify with the best qualities of our parents, their strength, their ability to soothe us, and incorporate these qualities into ourselves. If our parents encourage us in our first efforts at independence, if they validate our need to feel strong and recognize our unique qualities, then our self image takes root and we can slowly build upon it. Deep narcissists have a sharp break in this early development, and so they never quite construct a consistent and realistic feeling of a self. Oh. Their mothers or fathers might be deep narcissists themselves, too self absorbed to acknowledge the child, to encourage its early efforts at independence. Or alternatively, the parents could be in measures over involved in the child's life, suffocating it with attention, isolating it from others, and living through its advancement as means to validate their own self-worth. So, for deep narcissist, so it usually, okay, so as what I understand here in this book, it means that usually they also have deep narcissist parents. So deep narcissist parents usually like over control, like, yeah, it's written here that they're like over involved in the child's life, suffocating it with attention, isolating it from others. Yeah, so it's really true that what usually becomes of a person is because of their childhood, like especially it really affects how their parents raise them, like for deep narcissist parents. So as what I've read here, they usually like try to control their child so much, like because of their own, I mean, own character too, like is that correct, like maybe it's also how they were raised up or something like that. So let's continue. Okay, so I think we left off here. Okay, so as a means to validate their own self-worth. So when they get over involved with their children, like it's like they're validating their own self-worth, you know. Oh my gosh, but you know, some parents just try to really protect their children, so what can we do, you know? So let's continue. They give the child no room to establish itself. In the backgrounds of almost all deep narcissists, we find either abandonment or enmeshment. The result is that they have no self to retreat to, no foundation for self-esteem, and are completely dependent on the attention they can get from others to make them feel alive and worthy. In childhood, if such narcissists are extroverts, they can function reasonably well and even thrive. They become masters at attracting notice and monopolizing attention. They can appear vivacious and exciting. In a child, such qualities can seem a sign of future social success. But underneath the surface, they are becoming dangerously addicted to the hits of attention they stimulate to make them feel whole and worthy. If they are introverts, they will retreat to a fantasy life, imagining a self that is quite superior to others. Since they will not get validation of the self image from others because it is so unrealistic, they will also have moments of great doubt and even self loathing. They are either a god or a worm. Lacking a coherent core, they could imagine themselves to be anyone, and so their fantasies will keep shifting as they try on new personalities. What? Okay, so maybe this is like when people have multiple personalities, right? So let's continue. The nightmare for deep narcissists generally arrives in their 20s and 30s. Okay. They have failed to develop that inner thermostat, a cohesive sense of self to love and depend upon. Okay, I'm going to read it again. They have failed to develop that inner thermostat, a cohesive sense of self to love and depend upon. The extroverts must constantly attract attention to feel alive and appreciated. They become more dramatic, more exhibitionistic, and grandiose. This can become tiresome and even pathetic. They have to change friends and scenes so that they can have a fresh audience. Yeah, can have a fresh audience. Oh, that's odd. Okay. Introverts fall deeper into a fantasy self. Introverts fall deeper into a fantasy self. So me, I'm not sure if I'm introvert or extrovert, but I think I'm extrovert now because my personality test result is starts with letter E, so extrovert. So yeah, I used to be I used to be INTJ, but now I think ENTF. I think yeah. I'm gonna just gonna check it later. Yeah. So where did I stop? Oh, okay. I think we stop here. Introverts fall deeper into a fantasy self, being socially awkward yet radiating superiority. They tend to alienate people, increasing their dangerous isolation. In both cases, drugs or alcohol or any other form of addiction can become a necessary crutch to soothe them in the inevitable moments of doubt and depression. You can recognize deep narcissists by the following behavior patterns. So watch out, watch out. So note this one, guys. The deep narcissist. So you can recognize deep narcissists by the following behavior patterns. First is if they are ever insulted or challenged, they have no defense, nothing internal to soothe them or validate their worth. They generally react with great rage, thirsting for vengeance, full of a sense of righteousness. This is the only way they know how to assuage their insecurities. Oh, what's this word? Assuage or assuage? Assuage their insecurities. In such battles, they will position themselves as the wounded victim, confusing others and even drawing sympathy. They are prickly and oversensitive. Almost everything is taken personally. They can become quite paranoid and have enemies in all directions to point to. You can see an impatient or distant look on their face whenever you talk about something that does not directly involve them in some way. They immediately turn the conversation back to themselves with some story or anecdote to distract from the insecurity behind it. They can be prone to vicious bouts of envy if they see others getting the attention they feel they deserve. They frequently display extreme self-confidence. This always helps to gain attention and it neatly covers up their gaping inner emptiness and their fragmented sense of self. But beware if this confidence is ever truly put to the test. When it comes to other people in their lives, deep narcissists have an unusual relationship that is hard for us to understand. They tend to see others as extension of themselves, what is known as self-objects. Self-objects. Okay. People exist as instruments for attention and validation. Their desire is to control them like they control their own arm or leg. That's not so good. In a relationship, they will slowly make their partner cut off contact with friends. There must be no competition for attention. I don't like that. Some highly talented deep narcissists manage to find some redemption through their work, channeling their energies and getting the attention they crave through their accomplishments, although they tend to remain quite erratic and volatile. For most deep narcissists, however, it can be difficult to concentrate on their work. Lacking the self-esteem thermostat, they are prone to continually worrying about what others think of them. This makes it hard to actually focus attention outward for long periods of time, and to deal with the impatience and anxiety that comes with work. Such types tend to change jobs and careers quite frequently. Oh, this becomes the nail in their coffin, unable to attract genuine recognition through their accomplishments. They are forever thrown back on the need to artificially stimulate attention. Deep narcissists can be annoying and frustrating to deal with. They can also become quite harmful if we get too close to them. They entangle us in their never-ending dramas and make us feel guilty if we are not continually paying them attention. Relationships with them are most unsatisfying, and having one as a partner or spouse can be deadly. Okay. In the end, everything must revolve around them. The best solution in such cases is to get out of their way once you identify them as a deep narcissist. There is one variety of this type, however, that is more dangerous and toxic because of the levels of power he or she can attain, namely, that is more dangerous and toxic because of the levels of power he or she can attain, namely the narcissistic leader. This type has been around for a long time. In the Bible, Absalom was perhaps the first recorded example, but we find frequent references in ancient literature to others: Alcibiades, Cicero, and Emperor Nero, to name a few. Narcissistic leader. Almost all dictator types and tyrannical CEOs fall into this category. They generally have more ambition than the average deep narcissist, and for a while can funnel this energy into work, full of narcissistic self-confidence. They attract attention and followers. They say and do things that other people don't dare say or do, which seem admirable and authentic. They might have a vision for some innovative product, and because they radiate such confidence, they can find others to help them realize their vision. They are experts at using people. If they have a success, a terrible momentum is set in place. More people are attracted to their leadership, which only inflates their grandiose tendencies. If anyone dares to challenge them, they are more prone than others to go into that deep narcissistic rage. They are hypersensitive. Yeah, people like this. Okay. So, in my life, like, when I'm reading this, like, I can picture someone, but it's just secret, you know. Yeah. That is okay. I don't talk to him anymore. I mean, I don't really talk to him, but yeah. Okay, but I don't know. I think he's also good, but you know. So let's continue, guys. They are hypersensitive. They also like to stir up constant drama as a means to justify their power. They are the only ones who can solve the problems they create. This also gives them more opportunities to be the center of attention. The workplace is never stable under their direction. Sometimes they can become entrepreneurs, people who found a company because of their charisma and ability to attract followers. They can have creative flair as well, but for many of these leader types, eventually their own inner instability and chaos will come to be mirrored in their company or group they lead. They cannot forge a coherent structure or organization. Everything must flow through them. They have to control everything and everyone. Their self-objects. They will proclaim this as a virtue, as being authentic and spontaneous, when really they lack the ability to focus and create something solid. They tend to burn and destroy whatever they create. So, I think let's just stop here, guys. So I'm gonna read this, I think, in the next video again. So this book's really interesting because it's already like 19 minutes and also have some other videos. So yeah, continue in the next video. So I'm just gonna mark where I stop. So bye, guys, because I think I'm gonna start to paint now. Bye. So now, guys, I'm just going to paint. Yeah, I don't know how long I'll do this, but I just do it. So yeah, let's start now. So right now I am that's it for today, guys. I'm gonna edit some videos now. So far, that's it. So update, guys. I've painted for like 2 hours and 30 minutes. Then right now my mom and dad hasn't arrived yet. So I decided to rest a little bit and then edit some videos and then think what I'm gonna do. There's still 2 hours and 30 minutes left till I connect to the internet. So yeah. So far I like my day. Like it's not really boring, but I've actually like concentrated on what I need to do. Like earlier I read a book for like that was almost an hour, and then and then I painted, so made a little progress for my painting, and now I'm gonna edit videos. So far I like my day not being connected to the internet. Yeah. Now my phone is low, but I need to charge it. So bye guys, see you later. So hi guys, update. After I had dinner with my parents, I just edited videos and then I took a nap. So right now it's already 8:44, way past 8:30, and I haven't connected to the internet yet. So yeah, I'm so happy I made this video. Like really helped me to improve my focus, and yeah, maybe someday I'm gonna do it again. So thank you for watching this video. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed it, and yeah, till the next video, have a great day. Bye.